Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, we are before the crew of Cem Television and Continental Economy Magazine. From all of us, we want to say congratulations. Congratulations for having been able to lead Usagbe Club of Nigeria for 3 years. And this interview is centered on your experiences and some of those challenges in leading Usagbe Club, then your successes. And these are important to incoming NEC and other people who will need your experiences to lead their various clubs. My name is Robert Ipoga. I'm anchoring this interview. So
Welcome.
Yes, sir, for the record, sir, may we officially meet you.
Okay, my name is Paul Izenuwa. Like we said, I'm the president of Usagbe Club of Nigeria. I will still be president the 31st of December this year. And by January 1st, I should hand over to the newly elected president. And it hasn't been all about Usagbe for me in life. I worked in both private and public sector, especially in the banking sector. And I retired from Central Bank 2 years ago as a deputy director in currency operations department. So my retirement from the bank coincided with my election as the president of Usagbe Club of Nigeria. So it gave me that time for me to work assiduously towards achieving the aims and objectives of the club. And that gladdens my heart that even as I was leaving the public service, I was involved in a project that is of benefit to my community, that is the people of Wapa and all the clans.
Basically, like I said, we are going to dwell on your experiences, your challenges, and your successes. Usagbe Club is made up of eminent personalities, just like yourself, and some of them are widely known. Someone like Senator Mikena, Zekome, and a lot of them, ambassadors. We want to tap from your experience. How were you able to lead these people and to have achieved what you have achieved according to the accolade that's accorded you as you handle?
Thank you. You know, like you said, Usagbe Club is made up of the elites, the topmost elites of our area. I mentioned the senator, SAN, bank executives, ambassadors, and gentlemen holding top positions in various organizations within and outside Nigeria. Managing these individuals, it may look difficult, but it was easy because Usagbe has his ethos, it has his norms, it has his ethics, which every member of Usagbe is supposed to abide by. Discipline is a watchword. At Usagbe, when you are Usagbe, you are regarded as equal. If you observe, we don't call ourselves by our titles. For instance, the senator will call him by his first name when we are in our meetings, because it's deliberate on our part to regard every one of us as equal. So with that in the back of your mind, as the president, you look at yourself as equal to everybody. And they give you that support. They give you that irrespective of your age, the age disparity, your status, your wealth disparity. But as long as you are made Usagbe Club of Nigeria, the moment you assume that seat, every member of the club, irrespective of your status in the society, gives you that respect and subjects himself to the discipline of the club. And that is why, despite the large number of our members, as I talk to you now, we about 189 confirmed, about 8 or so were admitted a few days ago, and we are now crossing, we're hitting the 200. And you ask yourself, how will you manage all these people? And what I know is what is the Usagbe ethos, the ethics, the norms, and those values are held on to strongly by any member. So once you are made a member or you are admitted, after 6 months you are subjected to an induction program where you are told the club's ethics, the club's the constitution and all that. So, and once you are at our gathering, you subject yourself to the discipline of the club. So that's why it's so easy, although it looks so easy for you to manage discipline. And I want to say that for the past 5 years, most part of my working life was as an administrator, that is manager of persons. I was the administrator of currency operations department in Central Bank. I was managing about 140 staff. They were reporting to me, people of diverse. And so if you're an administrator or a manager of persons, you find it easy for you to manage people. So that is one of the strong points that I had, or one of the strong foundations I had that helped me to manage this group of people.
So, sir, there are a lot of achievements within your own, within the time you led Usagbe Club. Yes. Among all this, which one will you consider as the most, let me use the word, paramount, or one you are considered that is a major leap in the affairs of Usagbe Club?
Yes, we recorded a number of achievements. I don't know which I'm going to pick as very, I'm happy about. But purpose on that, you may look at is what we use the clubhouse. As at the time we took over, it was like being mocked by people in the society that people in the club of this kind cannot build a strong clubhouse. We are the elite, we are the topmost club in the community. Our clubhouse was not to write about. So we deployed all our resources available for us to make sure today Usagbe has a very modern clubhouse with all the facilities. And what's striking the thing about this is I didn't carry out any special launching to have people to come and donate money. All I did was to check. There were previous commitments that members made. Maybe because for one reason or another they didn't pay, we encouraged them to pay. We tasked some groups and told them, do this for us. I did it seamlessly. So it was so easy. Not that it was easy, but I think it made it wasn't too difficult for us. And we had a clubhouse management committee that gave it all, especially the chairman of that committee. I know that gentleman recognized him a few days yesterday at night. That's one. But the other, which people may not value, which I think is dear to me, is getting other organizations involved in what we are doing in our social intervention programs. For instance, we decided a few months after we assumed office to call all the clubs, the notable clubs, and call them together, security, and said, look, as at that time, we had security challenges like every other part of the country. What do we do to assist our security agencies? We had a forum where all of them, stakeholders forum, we invited all of them, the police, the army, and everything. And we came to some agreement to provide support to the military, to the security outfits in our area. And we agreed on a certain amount that each of these clubs will pay. We opened a separate account. And today, if you see, before we came in, you could only find vigilante at Obe. That was the most notorious flashpoint here. But when we came in, through our actions, we ensured that the vigilante groups were there every day. A number of times, many of times, we sponsored them on what we call bushcombing, going to the bushes to clear the bush of undesirable elements. And we did all this, people didn't know, but it was us. Sometimes what the vigilantes will require, will provide. What the police will require, will provide. So that we ensure that this area is safe. And you are sure, you agree with me that we did that a few days ago. First we started as a group. We bought the vehicle for the police. We bought, few days ago, we bought 2 other vehicles for the vigilante in Owano and then in Wepa. And that, aside from providing logistic support every now and then, we even told our members in our various villages to get involved in securing their areas. Some of them donated motorcycles, some donated other I won't use what they require to work with. And that is one achievement we've had. And that in the aspect of getting others to be involved in what you are doing. We also try to seek for donor assistance, other groups to join us. For instance, we have a healthcare program that every year we assemble our people, we give them the little we could. So we went out, we sought out 1 or 2 other organizations, and told them this is the program we had. And luckily for us, one of the big pharmaceutical companies in this country, Fisi Pharmaceutical, keyed into this our medical outreach program. They sponsored it and then also donate some drugs. Usagbe on his own takes care of the rest. As I'm talking to you now, we have the outreach at 2 centers, at Agenebode and also at Ageri. Yeah, you saw them. So because of that partnership, we were able to expand it. Previous years we were held in one location, but it's now done. Even last year, we went as far as conducting surgeries. At about 5 of our indigent people, we had surgeries carried out on them at Notre Dame Hospital through us. So those achievements I think we are happy about. Those are the ones you can see. So you can see. And then when I took over as the president, and I asked myself, we want to put ourselves right. Let's strengthen club administration. And we found that we were just like any organizations. At the time I took over, for 37 years, our records were not that right with the government. So we were just existing on the name, Usagbe. But at CAC, we were not. So what we did was to engage the service of a lawyer. We cleared that 37 years of returns. And then we now increased the number of our trustees. They were just 2. And that was in default of the extant law. So we now took them to 8. So with that, we're now strong enough as a club to operate as a corporate body. So, and there were also some administrative changes that we carried out. We had the one that my own pet project is the mini marathon that we started. And why did we do that? Previous years before we came in, we had football competitions among the secondary schools. At the same, we stopped it. Because the boys were there, were unruly. Some of the students, at one particular time, some of the students held us to ransom at one of the schools, threatening us, we were not winning and all the rest. And then the club tried to suspend that competition. So when we decided, so what can we do to help in discovering these talents in our people? And the idea came that we should be having a mini marathon. And that we hold every 23rd or 24th of the month. And among secondary schools, it's expanding. And I'm happy. And again, Fisi Pharmaceutical is also partnering with us in that, as you can see whenever we carry out that distance. So, and because of that, through that process, we sponsored some of the athletes to work with a race. And we are at least try to help these young boys and girls to discover their talents. It gladdens me. In education, Usagbe, everybody knew Usagbe, where all they do is give scholarship and all that. We've done more than that. There is no school in Uwano today, or Wapa and Uwano, you will not find the presence of the club. Either the school desk, go to any of the classes, you will see a desk donated by Usagbe Club of Nigeria. None, primary and secondary schools. We did it within the past 3 years. And then we could sustain the scholarship, which we has been on for a long time. So the number of achievement we've recorded is just that you ask me which one is much more. I look at myself and I said,
The
topmost. I said, well, I think we done a lot of them are very, very, very important. And we have to believe that we've done our little best, especially in our social intervention programs, to help our people.
So I have 2 more questions.
Yes.
We'll close the interview. You have led the club for 3 years, and those achievements are very laudable. But sir, is there anything you would have wanted to do, or you think you want it to be done by this incoming school?
Yes. And what I'm saying now is something that the club had always looked for, even before I came in as president. We have the topmost of the allies in the Usagbe Club. We have a senator, we have an SAN, and through that we engage the state governments. There's hardly any of our convention that they will not bring either the governor or deputy coming. But what I'm sad about is that we're not achieving anything from the government. We engaged the governor of Edo State on several occasions as to what our people would want. There's little that Usagbe can do. We're just an NGO or his pressure group. Look at the state of Agenebode. No one is happy. When Oshomole was the governor of the state, and he said he would want to modernize all the local government headquarters. He did it for others. But what happened? Agenebode was left. You are from Agenebode. Check what has been done there. Nothing. The governor came to us and we asked him, okay, fine. Okbela and Agenebode down in the same local government area. If you are coming from Agenebode, if you are coming from Benin also, from Abuja, you cross 2 other local governments to enter your own. So why do we have to be like that? And it's a simple thing our government can do. Construct a link road between the 2 villages, 2 towns. It's not been done. And it's also painful that the School of Agric in Agenebode was closed down by the state government. And at our various fora, he promised that he will bring back the school. I remember in Benin, in Lagos, the deputy governor said not to bring back the school, that it's going to be a university campus. We all clapped and we expressed happiness. The communique we issued at that convention, from that convention, is there. But none of this was done. So, what I think one thing I think we the Usagbe desires asking us that I think we will do is attracting more of the presence of particularly the state government. We don't know what the people of Wepawano had done to the state government. I can boldly say it. We've only been lucky that we have a senator who had used his influence to attract some projects here, and then a minister for budget, who saw an opportunity and he used his position as minister of budget and national planning to also bring in some project to this area. And that is all we got. But if you ask any average one man now or one man, okay, what has the governor done? What has the state government done for us? So the Usagbe Club is not happy about that, and I think it's something that we are looking forward to. That the club should continue to talk to the government. And we didn't achieve that. Because you cannot tell me, I cannot point to what we've achieved from the state government through our having the interactions with the government. He is coming to our various conventions and all the rest. We did it at one point. And that is one thing I think we should that the club continue to pursue. We should pursue even after my tenure.
So finally, sir, definitely there are some of those challenges, whether surmounted or not surmounted, in the course of a 3 years regime as the president of Usagbe Club. Can you highlight any of them, sir?
Number one, just as to the Q2, when his final year in office, we were coming from, I think we went for a convention, either in Lagos or Benin, remember. We just heard about the creation of a Wepa clan. I know Usagbe is made up of both Wepa and we saw what was going to happen. And then we quickly issued a statement. Issue a statement to say that whether you are Wepa or Wano, we are still brothers and sisters. And that Usagbe remains what it is. We belong to the same club. That statement doused the tension. Immediately we issued that statement. Then I was the vice president. And now when I came back, took over, what challenge we have is that I have, which I think we managed, is this Wepa and Wano. Trying to manage the two heads of the two clans. We need to navigate. We are succeeding. We succeeded to a large extent. But not much. Not much. I know we're still doing well, looking at ourselves as nobody. The issue is that I wish we had that much more unity among us. How we should have our traditional rulers coming together, issuing joint statement, celebrating together, and all the rest. So sometimes you are caught in the web. For instance, the traditional ruler of Epa permits night parties in his place. The other Magwe's Royal Majesty said 6 o'clock you should stop. So and then when Usagbe is going to Wepa, how do we do it? We tried, so at a stage it was a problem. When I said, okay, fine. When you go to Wepa, do like what the Wepa man has said. When you go to Awano, do the same thing. And that is the challenge we have, but we have been able to manage it. And again, the other challenge is that of the resources. Because the expectation of the people about Usagbe is so very high. I just left a gathering, and somebody told me that it was a pocket of crisis in various villages. And somebody said, look, Usagbe should have done this. They should come in and intervene. Usagbe should do this one. There's no jam center in Wano. Usagbe should do this one. There's no national open university. Usagbe should do this. And the expectation of the people about Usagbe is so high. They look at us as the third, I don't know whether it's the third or fourth. They don't even look at the local government. Because I know a number of times people call me directly. There's an issue. Sometimes when there's an infraction, security breach, the first port of call will be the president of Usagbe. Call and tell him what has happened. So those challenges are there, but resources are not there. We cannot set up a university. We cannot do some of these things except we talk to each other, we find another. But resources are there. We can do all that. But all we need to do, all we're doing is to act as a pressure group. We talk to this group, do this for us. Talk to do this for us. But I must say that some of our members are done in their own individual right. They've tried. They attracted some projects to their community. Some they did by themselves, and it's all over. So those challenges, I know they are surmountable. In course of time, we'll surmount them. But if only we can get more favorable response from the government to the yearnings and the demands of the people of Wapano.
So thank you, sir. Thank you for this opportunity to give it to us to interact with you. We know it has been a long, days of activities back to back, and we actually appreciate it. We have been talking with the president of Usagbe Club, Inape Izenuwa, and he has bared his mind on a lot of things that are germane to our knowledge, and to our experiences, and to be able to manage things better. This is Robert Ipoga, calling this interview for Cem Television. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Vamos.